Hi everybody! In this video we want to have a look at rhoticity, or also rhotic versus non-rhotic speakers. I know those are funny words, so let's get started. Like I said, we're going to have a look at what exactly rhotic speakers are compared to non-rhotic speakers. Now in English, we have varieties, obviously, because English is spoken in many different countries in the world. And some varieties are rhotic and others are non-rhotic varieties. Rhotic really means that those speakers pronounce the rhotic consonant r in all contexts. For example, we have the word park, park, p-a-r-k, park. This word is now said with a rhotic accent. Non-rhotic means that the R consonant is not really pronounced, only at the start of a syllable when it is followed by a vowel sound. In comparison, the word would be said as park, park. I'm going to say them again, first with a rhotic accent, park, and now with a non-rhotic accent, park, p-a-k, park. Let's have a look at some more examples. Here is another word. First of all, the rhotic variety. Mother, mother. You can see at the end of the word we have a schwa sound, a, followed by a r, mother. The non-rhotic variety would be mother, mother, and the schwa would be the last sound here. Let's have a look at one more example. Here we have the word right. Now, here the r is at the beginning of the word and it is followed by the diphthong, a long vowel sound, I. So right in rhotic pronunciation and non-rhotic is the same. Right, right. So both varieties would pronounce the r, of course, otherwise it would sound like ite. That's not really a word in English. So remember, the difference really is that non-rhotic speakers leave out the consonant r always, unless it is at the beginning of the word or the beginning of the syllable really, and it is followed by a vowel sound. And in all other incidences, they just leave it out. Now, I wanted to highlight something, especially to those of you who study phonology or who are linguists and who have to transcribe. You probably noticed that I used two different symbols in the phonemic transcript to show the rhotic r. In park, it was just the normal r, looks like the letter R really. But in mother, I used a slightly elevated r that is smaller. Now, that really depends a little bit on the dictionary you open and also the standardization of your institution or for whatever purpose you are transcribing. There is also another symbol yet, and that is the schwa with a little tail, almost looks like a r on its side. That is called the R-colored vowel, and you will see that as well. All those really show rhoticity in a speaker's speech. And like I said, there are different varieties of showing it in transcript. I'm just going to stick to the normal r because it's easier to type. But be aware that these different ways exist. So you could say mother, or you could transcribe mother also in this way. You can see the two differences here. You could also use a normal r as well. Like I said, there are different ways of showing the same. Now, let's have a look at some more examples. In this table, you have a column with the words in their spelling. In the second column, you have the non-rhotic transcription. And then in the last column, you have the rhotic transcription. I will read out the words in order. First of all, I say the non-rhotic pronunciation and then the rhotic pronunciation. Listen carefully and see if you can hear a difference. Number 1, more, more. Number 2, bird, bird. Number 3, where, where. Number 4, car, car. Number 5, father, father. Number 6, doctor, doctor. Number 7, care, care. And number 8, caring, caring. Number 8. Did you notice that number 8 sounded exactly the same? Caring, caring. What happened here? Because care and care were different. But when we add the suffix ing, the r now belongs to the second syllable, ring. And so here the r is before the vowel sound and we pronounce it in rhotic and non-rhotic accent. So there's no difference now anymore. But I hope you were able to hear the difference between non-rhotic and rhotic accent in these words. Now, you probably wonder, well, where do they speak with a rhotic accent and where do people speak with a non-rhotic accent? In general, we can say that rhotic speakers, mainly the US, people in Canada, Scotland, and Ireland. And non-rhotic is more in England, Wales, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. However, this is a generalization. There are sometimes differences as well. And we live in a global world. People mix and they take their accent with them. So, of course, there will be some differences as well. Now, you probably wonder, well, Billie, how do you speak? Mostly with a non-rhotic accent. However, I do like to accommodate people. And I also love different accents. And sometimes I change my accent a little bit. Sometimes I do it on purpose. Sometimes it just happens. Especially if I speak with people from certain countries, I know that, they sometimes have an impact on my accent. If I hang out a lot with my American friends, I notice my accent changing. That happens naturally. I don't know why, it just does. You can just choose and pick. Leave me a comment below. What about you? Do you speak more with a rhotic or non-rhotic accent? Which one do you prefer? Leave me a comment below.